and we will see how effective he will make his presentation.
Come on, Chris, you had up to a challenge.
What menu was speech number?
Speech number, let's see. Let me see. Speech number one, project number one in the Advanced Communications series. And all of these topics are so exciting. I just wish that he could speak to all of them. But I will just choose one. The one that I will choose, I'll choose how Google makes all of their money. Chris, if you'll speak to that, please.
That's good.
We all know about Google.
Hello, Toastmasters and guests. The topic I've been given today is how Google makes all of their money. Is anyone ever wondering that? Yes. Does anyone know how Google makes their money or have an idea?
I give it to them.
People that know or have an idea. The way that Google makes their money is when you do a search, there's two types of results that you see. There's what's called the natural or organic results, or also known as the free listings. That means that that website is there for free. You can do a search, you can click, you can come to that website. It doesn't cost that website owner a penny. That's Google's way of saying you've done a good job, and we think that your website is going to be relevant for what everyone's looking for this word, so we're going to put you at the top. And then if later Google finds out that it's not relevant, they move them down. Now, no money has been exchanged here, so at this point, Google's not made any money. Now the place where Google actually makes their money. This is what I actually do for a living. I help people get listed on Google in the paid results. It's known as pay-per-click, Google AdWords, sponsored results. I think we've all seen them. They're normally off to the right-hand side of the screen, and sometimes they're up at the top. But it's pretty obvious it's a sponsor. Now, what does that mean? That means that an advertiser is paying when you click on that ad and come to the website. They don't pay just to be there. So you can search, say you want to get car insurance. You type in car insurance. You're going to see lots of ads for Geico, Progressive, Allstate. Just to have that up there, you're paying. If you decide you like the ad, you click. You're over at Google, you come to their website over here. That's when Google charges that advertiser money. Now that advertiser has no guarantee for a sale. The only guarantee that advertiser has is when someone clicks, Google is going to bill their credit card at the end of the month. Only guarantee they have. It's up to that advertiser to make sure if they're paying for that click, they get the most out of it. Now you think, oh, so a few clicks here and there. Well, think about how many searches are performed every day. How many searches do you do every day? You want to find out some information on something, let's Google it. If you want to find a good deal, let's Google it. But look at how many people there are in the United States. I have no idea. Does anyone know that number off the top of their head? I'm sure it's a lot. And worldwide too. Right now, Google has around 70% of the market for search. That means there's Yahoo, MSN, and Bing, which Yahoo and MSN, they just combine forces for their paid search, which is competing with Google's paid search. Basically, Google's kind of the dominant search engine right now. Everyone uses Google. Some people use Yahoo, but the dominant one is Google. So that's how Google makes their money, is when you do a search, when you click on that ad, that advertiser pays. Now you may be thinking, what if I went click, 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 click. Well, Google actually, that's a big problem. It's called click fraud. Now think about it. If you're an advertiser, say you're a Geico, and you're paying $10 for a click. So every time someone clicks and comes up, you're paying $10. That could add up to $20,000, $30,000 a day. What happens if you're Allstate and say, you know what? We want to knock them out of that number one position. They're just kicking our butts. So we're going to hire someone to. And $10 each one of those, that can add up pretty quick. There's a couple $100 right there. Well, Google has a system that you can only allow 2 clicks per day per computer. So after 2 clicks per day per computer, then they won't get charged for it. Now, the reason it's 2 per day per computer is I've asked because I've had clients who've had this problem. I can see someone comes to their site, they leave, they come back, so they had to pay twice. And some keywords can be $10, $15. That can add up pretty quick. Google decided that it's a natural searching, or it's natural for someone to search, to do a search, come back, and then they say, oh, I want to go back to this website. Now, Google's main goal when they make money, it's not simply just to charge the advertiser for the click. That's not their main goal. Their main goal is that what what everyone here, what you see, you like. The way it works is it's almost like a bidding system where whoever pays the most can be the highest. So if someone's for car insurance, if Geico's paying $10 a click, Allstate can say, I'm going to pay $10 a penny, and they can outbid each other. But there's a factor that's also put into that mix. Google says, if your website, actually, I'm sorry, if your ad, if you have a well-written ad, and more people click on your ad than a competitor's ad, you can actually pay less for that click. So what happens is if, say, Allstate's ad is shown 100 times, Geico is shown 100 times. Allstate gets, we'll say, 10 clicks out of 100. Geico gets 5 clicks out of 100. That means Geico has to pay twice as much to be equal to Allstate. It's just, the way it works is because Google does not want you to come to their site. If it's free listings or paid, if you search and then you hit the back button and say, I don't like this, then what do? You might do another search. I don't like this, and I'm going to change my search. I don't like this again, then I'm going to go to Yahoo. And oh, Yahoo has what I want. That's their ultimate goal. So Google has turned down a lot of people for their money. That means if you have a lot of money, you can't just go and say, hey, I'm just going to throw a bunch of money at Google, because what happens if you have a poorly written ad and people aren't clicking on it, you're going to have to pay higher. So everyone else may be paying, say, $10 a click. Well, you may have to pay 20, 30, 50, 100. So at some point, it's going to be impossible for you to make money because Google is more concerned about everyone here finding what they want. Because ultimately, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, they still want to be around. They could easily say, hey, highest bidder wins. We don't care about quality. Well, if they did that, they'd probably have a phenomenal year. But what would we do? Yeah, Google, it's a bunch of spam. It's a bunch of websites we don't want to see. It's just a bunch of junk. And that's what Google's trying to do, is they're trying to get rid of the junk. They would rather put aside making a huge profit this year and give you better results, and then be around in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. They're very smart. And Yahoo and Bing, they're copying what Google does. Pretty much from my end, since I do the advertising, everything Google does, they're the innovators. And within 2 months to a year, Yahoo and Bing, they're going to be doing the exact same thing. They pretty much copy everything they do. So next time you do a search, you're in Google and you see the sponsor results. When you click on that, that advertiser's paying for your click. They're paying for you to go to their website. So sometimes you know that if it's a competitive term like auto insurance and someone's paying $10, $20, you know they probably did a lot of work on that website to make it exactly what you want. As opposed to free listings, it's free. They want you to be happy, but they didn't pay for it. So that's how Google makes all of their money. Every time you click, they make money.
Are we going to wait after this?
Huh?
Are we doing question answers after this?